guys, and welcome back or welcome to my channel, either or. My name is Brittany, and today we're going to get right to it because I have the best in beauty of 2019. These are my favorite videos to watch. Wanted to make sure I got it up on time. So I'm going to do this in the order that I would apply my makeup. So that being said, we're going to start out with primers. I have two because one of them came later in the game, but the consistent throughout the entire year is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Rich Face Base. I need to tell you guys that I have combination oily skin. A lot of times I have like a wants list when everyone pops these up, and sometimes I'm not happy because I'm taking recommendations off of someone that has dry skin and I have oily combination. Anyway, this, even though I'm oily combination, works for me. I just feel, I apply it with a damp beauty blender and I just feel like so, I don't know, like so good, and it makes foundation just smooth. I don't know, it just is a miracle worker. I love pairing it with more cakey foundations. So yeah, definitely a winner in my book. The next one came late in the game. I got it during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. It's the Lancome La Base Pro. I was so scared of this because, like I said, I have oily combination skin. This looks like an oil. It comes out more of like the Smashbox primer, just like the clear one. And I don't know, it's just like I was having really bad skin at the time that I introduced this. And not only did it like clear up my skin, it made my skin feel so smooth. I swear I would be driving just in the car and just be thinking, man, like my skin is really soft right now. Completely weird, but completely true. I had to include this one. So the next thing that I would apply would be foundation. I only needed to include one because this is holy grail status. Like, you need this in your life. Absolutely need this. And it is the Revlon Color Stay. You can see mine's almost used up. I just feel like this is, and I mean, not even for drugstore, just like for, like, I have high-end foundations in my makeup collection. This beat every single one of them. So yes, love this. It's just everything that you can love. It's right here. The next product I would apply would be concealer. My concealer that I'm showing you right now, it's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Mine's completely used up. I just could not stop using it. And I needed to get this out of my collection so I could try other concealers, and you know, some of them might have come close, but they didn't hit it. What I like about this concealer is it's full coverage, I feel like, and like it doesn't settle into fine lines. I don't know, it doesn't really crease. I just love it, and I'm scared because someone told me that they reformulated it. I hope not, because I am going to repurchase this one. I haven't found a concealer that really even comes close to how much I love this concealer. So yeah. The next thing that I would apply would be setting powder. So honorable mention would be the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. I really loved that. I used that product up. Something that like snuck up. It wasn't like I used it the first time and was like, this is the powder. But it has become the powder. And that is the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I have oily combination skin. What I struggle with is finding something that will keep my oils at bay and not pick up on like textures or like settle or just like look weird. And this just kind of looks perfect. I get the name. So the next thing that I would be doing is contour. I have the Kat Von D Shade Light Contour. I know there's controversy behind her. I don't care. I'm here for makeup. I don't get into that. I just love this for contour, and not like contour. Like, let me get this out of the way. I always set my under eyes with this middle banana shade. If you know anything that is better than this, that doesn't like make you have wrinkles that aren't there when you set it, let me know, because I pull this huge bulky thing every single week just for that sometimes. But I also like the contour shades. So I like that there's 3 because I do spray tans frequently. So at my lightest points, I always do the middle and the light one. At my darkest points, I do the middle mixed with the darkest. I also set my lids with that peachy shade. Love it for all of those things. Next is bronzer. I only needed to include one. I love it. Too Faced Sweetheart Bronzer. Not only is it adorable packaging, but I love the amount of sheen compared to like definition, makes you chiseled, lasts all day. I just swirl those two together and we're good. Next product that I apply is blush. I have these two Tarte blushes. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Party, and this one, same thing, but in Feisty. This one in Party, I've used a little bit more, I've had it longer. You can see the embellishment starting to wear a little bit, but it's like just a pinkier color. And then I have this Feisty one that's kind of like a neutrally kind of blush, and I just found that I just really like these two colors, but it also has to have something to do with the formula, because I mean I picked both of them. So there's those. Next is highlighter. I had to do 3, my bad. So I feel like highlighters is like seasonal, you know? The first one I'm gonna talk about is one that wasn't, it's kind of like the Cover FX. It wasn't like I put it on, I was like, that's the one. It was more like I consistently pulled it, and every time I pulled it, I was like, wait a minute, what is this? Oh, she looks good. Oh, yes. And that is Becca Moonstone. I have Becca Champagne Pop. I like this better. It's a more like toned down champagne pop as far as color is concerned, if that makes sense. So I love that it's like a beaming highlighter, but it also looks natural, as in like it doesn't like, it looks like it meshes with your skin, but it's still like blinding. Same thing with this next one. The next one is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Baked Gelato Swirl. First off, look at that. Beautiful, stunning as far as like aesthetic, right? The price is like $3 right now at TJ Maxx, $2.99. And it just, this kind of has like a little bit more of a beaming, but it still looks like naturally blended into your skin. I really like using this in the summer months. This next one I almost didn't include because I know it's very controversial to if you like it or not. But this is my personal like best of 2019. So these are like personally what works for me. And that is the Jeffree Star Supreme Frost and Hypothermia. It's different than those as far as like the texture. This gives a more sweat-like appearance, and there's like a purple shift like duochrome to it, and it kind of looks like a little bit of glitter. I don't want to scare you away because it's not like chunky glitter. It's just different, and I like switching it up sometimes. I also love this as an eyeshadow topper. It just makes any eyeshadow that looks okay stunning because of the duochrome that's in this. Love it. Okay. Next, we're gonna go with brows. So I've used all of this up and can't wait to buy another one. It's the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Pencil. It was just very easy to apply. I like that it has a spoolie at the end. I don't know, like it gives you precision, but it's also really easy to work with. Love that. Let's stick with eyes. As far as mascara is concerned, I have a duo. So I need to talk about this Dior primer because I've had the smaller version that came in like a mascara set in my collection, just sitting there because I didn't want to add an extra step. I didn't think it would be worth it. It just sat there. Once I picked it up, I couldn't put it back down. So I love pairing this with the Smashbox Super Fan. This is very good with lengthening. This also helps lengthen, but I feel like it also gives volume. So the two together work amazingly. Like if you have shorter lashes, the Smashbox Super Fan, I mean, it looks like you have lash extensions. Like my bottom lashes always touch my skin after applying these, and I love it. We'll just go ahead and get this liner out of the way. I don't know. I really like it. It's a Kat Von D tattoo liner. It's a felt tip, and the color is Trooper. It's just a black color. I like the control that you have with it, and I love doing like winged liner. And it's also one that's going to stay put all day, but it doesn't feel like you're like ripping your skin off when you're trying to take it off at night. So I love it. Let's jump into singles. I wasn't going to include single eyeshadows, but these are absolutely worth mentioning. The first is like a newfound formula for me from a newfound brand that I haven't tried until 2019, go figure. But it is both of these are from the Villains collection and ColourPop. They're two Jelly Matte shadows. The first one is in the shade Just Your Voice. It's like a really cool, it looked green online, but it's more blue. When I seen it in person, I was like, oh no, we're gonna get like American Horror Story, like the current one, 80s vibes. It's not gonna look good. Boy, was all wrong. I'll put the picture on the screen. It's gorgeous. These Jelly Much shadows just bring something special in the glitter itself. Like, it's just a really cool shift. The other color that I have in the Villains Collection Jelly Much shadow is in Spindle. It's a purple color. Like, I love purple shadows, but it's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I love it. It just looks so cool. Like, I always get compliments on it. And I mean, that's from a variety of people. Like, everyone seems to like it, including myself. That's why it's here. The next singles are Steal a Glitter and Glows, of course. This is in the shade Gold Goddess. I like that you can build it up to be like just a gold glitter, or you can like add it over a eyeshadow just for an extra pop, an extra oomph, like something different. It's like, it looks more sparse, more scattered in a good way. I'll put the picture on the screen. I just really like it. What can I say? Also, Kitten Karma. Kitten Karma is one that I wasn't like, oh my God. But every time that I pulled it, I had to keep looking like, what is this shade? What is this shade? Just because it's just good and I need to know so I can keep pulling it. I think this was a cult classic at one point, wasn't it? Let me know down below. Moving on to eyeshadow palettes. I have 4 and then I have 2 honorable mentions. I like them seasonally, right? The first one I have to mention is the Maybelline Soda Pop. I love using this winter time, fall time. It's got some really cool shimmers. The mattes are really, really good, unique, and I like the colors that they give you. Like, they give you a matte purple, a matte orange, a matte brown, and a matte black. What else could you ask for? I feel like higher end need to get down with that concept because like it's perfect. And then the shimmers. Now I'm going to go ahead and tell you, like, it looks like a blizzard on your face. For the price point, not only for the price point, but for like once you brush it off, you know, what you're left with, it's gorgeous. Like, it's really unique. I love that blue raspberry shade is really, really cool. I like all of them, honestly, so obviously that's why I pulled this. There's versatility, and I think it's good quality. So there we go. The next one I use during the summer months. I'm someone who doesn't do color. I just am always intimidated, and I feel like it would take a lot of work, and I'm very, very busy, and I don't have a lot of time. Anastasia Riviera palette. You can get it at TJ Maxx now for $20. I paid full price, well, during the VIP sale. But yeah, the Anastasia Riviera palette, every look that I created the week that I used this palette, I loved it. Now, I love that it has those like colors, like boom, in your face colors. That Seychelles, stunning. I love using it in the inner corner. But like that yacht color, and then it gives you like that palm color and that coastline color. It's also, can be a neutral palette, like, and I wouldn't expect that at first glance, but it really was. I really loved it. Okay, so this is something that I use during like winter, fall months, and it is the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice. The first one, that Hot Toddy shade. Let's talk about that shade. That shade is beautiful. Beautiful. Really, every shade in this palette is beautiful, and the pigmentation is there. I can put on one of these shimmers and just a matte in the crease, and it looks like I've spent hours on my makeup. Love this. The last one is like a little mini palette. This is the Lime Crime Plushies. And the Sweet Blends, I really didn't think, even when I purchased this, I just thought I was getting a deal. I never tried a Lime Crime product. It was really good. Like, you can see there's fallout. I don't really care about that, but I love using that blueberry shade in conjunction with that Jelly Much shadow, the blue one. This chocolate milk brown is life-changing. Gorgeous, at the very least. And I'm not someone that's like, oh, give me a good brown shadow. I've never been down with that. I've always, when I've heard that, I'm like, what? I get it. I completely get it because of this palette. If you see it at TJ Maxx for $3, it's definitely worth the $3 to say the least. Honorable mentions, Jaclyn Hill OG palette, the white one. I pull it every single holiday. I'm gonna be pulling it for Christmas. I pull it when I'm going on vacation. It has everything you would ever need. There's all kinds of tutorials if you're starting out to like help you get used to makeup. And the Jeffree Star Alien palette. The tall gray shade in there, so unique probe. I mean, I get compliments every time that I use that palette too. And I like using it in the fall, but I have a lot of fall palettes, so there's those. Now we're moving on. This is a huge, I did narrow it down though. Okay, before I get into lippies, I need to tell you that I have Invisalign. Well, I'm getting it back in January. They had to do a rescan. But this whole year, especially since I started my YouTube channel at least, I've had Invisalign, which means I don't wear lipsticks because taking them in and out, it just is messy and it's just, I'm not doing that. So that's why you're gonna see all these other things. But because I had Invisalign, my lips got very dry. Sephora Rose Hip Lip Balm, all gone, used it up. This is the best lip balm I've ever tried. I got it with like a skin mask set, didn't immediately gravitate towards it. I'm using the Drunk Elephant Lippy Balm. This is better. I will repurchase this when I'm done with that one. Moving on to lippies, let's get the gloss out of the way because the rest are liquid lips. This gloss is also from the Villains collection. It's in Puppies. What I like about this is it gives like a champagne color. I like the sparkle. It's a really cool one over a nude lippy. And for me, having Invisalign, it's, you know what I mean? It's like a neutral color. I've actually used a lot of this. Like I can see the wand and I just purchased this like this year. So that's how good it is. These next colors are all Jeffree Star liquid lips, the Velour liquid lips. If you haven't tried them, it is the best liquid lip formula that I have ever come across. I've got a lot of them because like I said, seasonal, right? So let's go ahead and get these that are similar, that are like neutrally colors out of the way. The first one I have is Mannequin. It is like the absolute perfect nude. I've heard Jaclyn Hill talk about it. I've heard everyone talk about this. It is amazing. Love it. Once I pull this, if I have a shot in my stash, it doesn't matter what other ones I pull because I'm never going to use them. So this is number one. You need that. If you're a nude person, you need it. If you're not a nude person, you need it. Next is Celebrity Skin. It reminds me of Mannequin, but like a more pinky color. I really, really like this one too. And if you're into a more pinky nude, this is your girl. And then that grungy, like 90s color, it's here. It's the color Posh Spice. I love wearing this in the fall. It just looks so cool, like so elevated. I don't know, so edgy. I love it. So yeah, Posh Spice. Next one I like using in the summer, and it is in the shade Anna Nicole. I pulled this on vacation, used it almost every day on vacation, and then came back, made a specific, like I'm gonna pull bold lips just so I can get some more use out of this color. I like wearing this on the lips with nothing on the eyes just because it's so like in your face. It still looks super like glam, like even though you have no eyeshadow on. Love this. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this. This is a fall color. It's in Unicorn Blood. I love it. It's like a toned down red color, perfect for fall. So yeah, love that one. These next two are fun, and I live in Kentucky. If you do anything that's like different, or especially with makeup, you're not gonna get compliments, you're gonna get stared at. But I feel comfortable when I wear these colors, and I've actually gotten compliments. Color I'm talking about is, the first one is Blow Pony. I know, this is a lavender color, you're like, wearable, what are you talking about? I'll put the picture on the screen if I can find it. I just feel comfortable when I wear this. I also feel bold, but it's like a bold comfortable. Like it's not like a neon green. I don't know. I would say if you want to tiptoe into wearing bold, different lippies, Clout is the one to do it. It is like a lavender color, but it's metallic. The metallic, I think, takes away from the fact that it's purple. Like it gives a different sheen to it on the lips, and I just like it. Like I said, it's a good tiptoe into bold colors. Love this. The last thing we have to talk about is setting spray. Honorable mention, Morphe setting spray. I like the applicator, the spray, the mist, whatever you want to call it, better than this mist. But as far as the product, the Urban Decay All Nighter wins. It's been like my holy grail since like high school. Anybody have one that beats this? Like I said, I love the Morphe. This one just makes my makeup last longer. That's it. These are long videos. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite setting powder is for under your eyes, so I don't have to pull this huge palette just to set my under eyes. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.